First of all, Damien, thank you to be with us today. My first question would be, so your work emphasizes life-centric design. So, in your opinion, why is this so important in today's world?
Well, the main reason is because most of human activity, as we know, is contributing to climate change. So there are things that we can do as a business or as a product manufacturer or an individual to reduce that impact, but also regenerate and give back and heal the things that we're damaging. Then there's the regulations that are becoming more and more prevalent and demanding that companies are going to need to adhere to. And then there's profitability, how those regulations will change what's profitable and what isn't. So it's kind of about three levels that is important for organisations to really think about why they should shift to life-centred thinking.
Why should companies shift towards life-centric design versus human design?
So human-centred design is amazing, it's great, it's done really, really wonderful things. It's improved the lives for many, but it's just focused on the benefit to humanity, as we know, and the problems with that, it's impacted environments, it's impacted animals, it's impacted communities, because the human-centred design is really focused on a business, its profit, the user and their experience, when it's everything that we do, an organisation, a business, a local council, they have an ecosystem of impacts, and life-centred design helps them understand that ecosystem and those impacts.
Given your expertise in life-centric design and future-focused solutions, what key piece of advice would you give to companies?
I think focus on two things. How do you do less harm and how do you do more good? And doing less harm means taking more. So how do you reduce the materials that you're taking, and how do you reduce the negative outputs? Pollution, waste, perhaps you're creating exclusion. I think that's the key thing to focus on, reduce that harm, and then think about how do you do more good, which is giving back to these communities, environments that we take from, how to regenerate them, how do we make them thrive. I think from a practical perspective, start looking at non-human personas and just create one maybe for the main material that you use in your product or your organisation, and have it there at design decision making. Put it in an empty chair at your board meetings. Just experiment and just see how it goes, see how you can start fitting it into your workflow. But I think we need to make time and budget for this thinking, otherwise it does get left out.
Thank you so much, Damien.
Thank you so much for having me.